Hi fellas, it's Nick. Gonna make a video of my new Lionel North Pole Central LionChief Plus, and it's a 2.0 Pacific, and they have a number 1224. It's a Christmas theme. Has a nice Christmas painting scheme on it, and it just came in 2 days ago. So I'm gonna unwrap it and come over here. There we go. And now we'll get into Lionel box right here. This is what the box says, and I'll read it to you fellas. This is it right here. It says Lionel Plus 2.1 Pacific locomotive features command control equipment operating via Bluetooth using universal remote or LionChief app. Operate via command control using a TMCC or legacy cab. This is one of the reasons why I also purchased it, besides the fact that I like the engine and it has a lot of nice detail to it, but that I can control it with my legacy cab. That's another reason why I decided to purchase it. And then it says operating via conventional transformer, rail sound equipment, steam engine and background sounds, whistle, bell, crew talk, tower dialogue, Lionel voice control, LVC, run your locomotive by speaking commands. This is something way new to me. Into your phone via LionChief app. Fan-driven smoke, electric couple on tender, powerful maintenance-free motor, die-cast struts, and die-cast boiler and frame. So what I'll do now is I'll take it out of the box and then we'll see what it really looks like. There we go fellas. Let's see what they have in here. First thing, they give you the instruction packet or booklet, and we'll read this in a little bit. Well, let's see what this looks like. Well, as you can see, Lionel really packs it up nice. So what I'll do is I'll take the tender out first. Well, before I do that, let's see what if they have anything else they put in the box. I notice there's a metal, it's a tool here, wrench. And I think that's when you're going to change the tire threads. And then they give you extra tire tracks. Now we'll take this out. Boy, they really pack it. I think I'm going to have to shut the video off and figure out how I can do this, and I'll put it back on. Well fellas, I found out why I was having trouble taking the tender out. Lionel put 2 pieces of foam in the carton so that the tender wouldn't shift. That's the extra 2 pieces. So I had to take these 2 out in order to take the tender out. And once I did take them out, the tender just came right out. I have the tender and the engine out of the box. I'm just going to remove this. They just really look nice. I want to get the camera so you can see them both at the same time. What I'll do is I'll go over the tender first. So I'll get the engine out of the way. I just love the Christmas scheme here. You have your silver, your red, over here you have like a little white line, then you have your green, and then you have this candy canes, and in the center says North Pole Central Line, and they put in some nice snowflakes in this area. Really looks nice. And the top has some detail also. See if I can get the camera to pick that up. We have separate ply handrail here, and it goes through these plastic loops. You have a hatch here. There's another device that comes here, and then you have the ladder that would go into the coal area. And the coal is real coal. It's not artificial. Yeah, it feels like real coal. Doesn't say it is though, but it feels like it. And then on the back here, you have your backup light, 2 marker lights, a last step ladder, and you have the number 1224. And the rear coupler, it operates with the Legacy. You have little details here with the platform. And you even have a little detail, rivets in this area. The front, it has some nice detail to it. It's all molded, of course. Again, the green with the steps. And then you have a platform red. And then this is the cold door. It has some nice detail to it. I hope the camera picks it up. It has rivets in here, hinges. Now you have the connector. They're contacts. Send signals from the coal tender to the engine. And now on the bottom, this is your speaker right here. And you have 2 pickup wheels. The trucks are plastic, but still you have some nice detail to it, as you can see. You have the bearing caps, you have the springs. Now I'll go over the engine, fellas. The first thing that I like about the engine is the paint scheme. You have over in this area on the side, you have green. This is your cylinders and some other detail. You have a tank here which is in green. And then as you go back in this area, you have some more green. And then of course on the side of the cab you have the green. And you have nice crisp white numbering, 1224, and you have nice little details on each side of the number. You go up on top on the side of the boiler, and they have a nice red stripe, and then you have your platform, and then the edge of the platform is silver. And I think that really did a nice job on it. And then of course on the top it's all silver. The windows, I like that painted the windows red, and then on the top of the window it's green, and then you have red on the edge of it, which really is nice detail. Also I want to mention the railing that you see here. It's the antenna. And this picks up the signal from Legacy or TMC or any other control that you're using. And they say that you have to be very careful because of that reason. And this is insulated from the body of the engine. And you can see right here, it's a plastic. And then these are plastic, which the rod goes through, so you have 1, 2, 3 of them, and then in the back as it goes in, that also is a plastic, so it doesn't touch the body of the engine. Another nice detail they have is the wheels, the main drive wheels. It's all black inside, the spokes, and you have this nice white edging on it. And then you have here your linkage, which really is nice, and it's separately plied. This all moves back and forth. And the trucks, this truck back here, it's metal. It has some detail, it has the oil cover for the bearing. And also, this is metal, and you have your 4 wheels, and you have the other wheel in the back. And then over here you have a nice detail in green. And I think that's about it on the side. They also came down with a lot of detail, but it's all molded. You have piping coming down here. They have some figures in this area. Your weights, little handle here. And then you have piping coming down from your sand dome. And you have rivets in this area. And right in this area you have a step, the steps to get onto the platform. Now I'll go to the top. Now the top, it's all silver, which is a nice color. And you have a lot of detail in here. But again, all this is molded. And then you have your stack, which it does have a smoke unit in it. You have a bell, which is nice color brass, and it does swing. Your sand dome, another dome, your whistle, which is separately applied. Some more detail in this area. And then you have over here some hatches, which is molded. And then these two devices would be where if the engineers wanted to get some fresh air, they would slide it back, but these don't move, they're molded. And of course, whatever is on this side is on the other side. So I'll bring it up to the front. And one thing I want to show you, they did the pistons, they painted it silver, the front of it. Now we have here the front, and you have your cow catcher, you have little steps here, and then you have your coupler, which is all molded, of course. You have your steps going up to your platform on one side and on the other side. Then you have some detail in here with different types of piping and different control. And then you have your number board, which is 1224. You have white numbers, a black background, and then silver border around it. This is your headlight, and I like the detail of the front with all the different rivets, and they have hinges here. And then you come up to the marker lights, which they do light, and also the number board lights. But the color of the marker lights are green, and the headlight is white. So this really did a nice detail in the molding of it. Now, as I mentioned, this side is the same, so I'm just going to go right to the back. And I'm going to need a flashlight because you won't be able to see it. And I think I'm going to lower the camera. This is what connects the engine to the tender. And as you see, I hope the camera picks it up, but you have contacts in here. So when this goes into where the tender is, they'll both make, and that's where you'll get your signal from they'll communicate, the tender and the steam engine. Now right here, you have your fireman, and on this side, you have your engineer, and inside, you have a black platform, and the inside is all green, and you have some piping and gauges. This is your firebox, which flickers. And on this side, you have some more gauges, and you have a unit up here. And also you have hand railings right in this area, and this one over here. So what I'm going to do, put this on my layout, and what I have to do, as every other engine, is that I have to give it an ID number, and I'm going to use my legacy cab 2. Then what I have to do is I have to program it. With this particular engine, Lionel doesn't give you a module where you can plug into your legacy base and then plug into the cab 2. So it doesn't have this, and it doesn't have a scanner underneath that if it goes over the sensor track, that would pick up all the information from the engine and bring it into the legacy control, and then also the cab 2 control. So it doesn't have that. So I read the book, and it says what I have to do is I have to do it manually. What I'm going to do, as I mentioned, I'm going to shut this camera off, set up the engine and the tender on my layout, and we'll go into IDing it, programming it. Just going to shut this off. As you can see, the engine is on the layout with the tender. So what we're going to do first is give it an ID number, and then after we give it the ID number, then we're going to program it into the legacy base. So let's do the ID. And this is how the book says you should do it. You hit the first button, and I'm going to use 24. So 2, 4, and 7. Right. Now we have the ID number in. And the reason I know it, the whistle blew and the engine started. Let's see if it'll move. No, not yet. Okay. I guess now what I have to do is program it into the legacy base. And steam. I hope you're seeing this. Legacy. This is all new to me, this part, so bear with me, fellas. Legacy mode. Real sound. Real sound. Legacy. Alright, now I have to take it off the track and put it in the run position. Let's see if it's going to work. Put the power on. 24. Start. It's working. So we go over the whistle and horn. Oh, that's nice. Christmas bells.
Christmas is a green signal. All right, Blitzen, it's time to go. Oh, who wouldn't go? Me! Still waiting on that green light, North Pole. All aboard the North Pole Central. Whoa! Red signal. Get ready to take off. It's time to fly. Whoa! Red signal. All right, Dasher, it's time to go.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
This is a nice surprise. Wow!
Christmas is a green signal. All right, Blitzen, it's time to go. Whoa! Red signal. All right, Dasher, it's time to go. Whoa! Red signal. All right, Blitzen, it's time to go.
Different names of the reindeers. Front light and also the marker lights, which are green. It really looks nice. Maybe I'll bring it in a little bit, you can see it. Look at that. That is really nice. Well, I'll tell you, I'm so glad that I purchased the engine. I wasn't aware of all the different Christmas sounds because they really didn't say it on the site that I was looking at it, they gave you certain details. But again, I'm really glad that I purchased it, and the engine, the paint scheme, the other two Christmas cards I bought will really look nice. The different crew talk. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed me sharing my new North Pole, Central, Pacific, and I'll make a couple of videos, and I can't wait for Christmas because that really would be a nice time to run it also. Hey, hi fellas. I hooked up my other two Christmas cards behind the tender, and we'll just run around the track a little bit and see how it looks.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen? Well, they're in the stock car in the back.
This is all coming from coal tender.
This train hauls faster than my reindeer. Comet would be jealous. Well, jingle my bells. It's almost Christmas.
Yeah, it's a flickering box. Maybe you saw it. And I have the smoke on. The smoke is working. It just blows out the smoke nice. But it's a typical TMCC smoke unit. It only has one level of smoke on and off.
Let's fly. We're nearly there.
First thing I learned at our school was the alphabet.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Merry Christmas!
I tell you, the engine really puts out the smoke. Hey, hi Al. I have to agree with you. I bought the Christmas scheme on the engine. I know how you feel now about loving and liking to see any kind of Christmas train running around the track. But anyway, have a great day, Al, and everyone else. Take care now. Bye.